Welcome, marvelous makers,
and art appreciators
to the ArtSpace podcast,
brought to you by Lemon Street Gallery and ArtSpace,
located at 4601 Sheridan Road.
Swing on through
Yeah.
to your favorite citrus-themed art gallery.
Okay.
Not stop on by. I'm switching it up now.
Keeping
That was
them
formerly my
monotonous.
catchphrase. It was stop on by, and now it's swing on through for this week. Tune in next week to see what it will be then.
Aye.
But you should stop. You should swing on through and say hi to us.
And I'm your host, Shelby Nesmith.
And I'm Jake Hoy.
And today we are here with the band Saint Tragedy. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I am Wayne. I am the lead singer and rhythm guitar player in the band.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sid. I'm the lead guitar player of the band.
I'm Eric, and I play bass in the band.
Woohoo!
Welcome.
And I pack everything up.
Oh, that's the real
roadie.
job.
Yeah, which is very cool.
It's a very good insight to
watch.
have.
And how are we doing on this wonderful Labor Day? Totally recording on Labor Day.
Yeah, we're laboring here on Labor Day.
I also labored today. I just got off work.
There you go.
Ah, well, whew, no.
Hopefully this is better than work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I labored by walking around the lake today and just enjoying the
A labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, soaking up nature. Love
Love it.
that. Love.
How about you, Eric? What'd you do?
I broke down a table and set another table up and packed my truck up full of a table to bring here to put on your porch.
Oh, dang. Well,
That counts as labor in my
That's actual labor.
yeah.
He's the true roadie in the band.
book. Okay.
Gotcha.
And the bass player. He's also the bass
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget that, most important.
Yeah. So let's just jump right into these questions because we got a lot.
Yeah, we want to get
talk
to know you
about.
guys and your relationship with music and art and all of the above. So
So yeah, what got you guys into music?
I've always been a lover of music since I was a kid. Basically listening to music with my mom in the back of the car. I grew up listening to oldies music, and that's kind of why I have more of a soulful approach to our music and whatnot. So then it kind of just drifted into rock music, and here I am.
Oh, cool.
I would say that I feel like a lot of people in my family are like the creative type. Every one of us is either like some form of musician, some form of artist, some sort of writer. My dad and my uncle, they were doing music since they were, I guess, since I started doing music. Well, no, before that, because I wasn't born then. But anyway, but yeah, like they started playing music young, and I was always around instruments, always around music in general, and I always wanted to do it, and I picked up a guitar, and I haven't stopped since.
Oh, well, cool.
awesome.
Love
Oddly
that.
enough, mine and Sydney's stories are very similar.
Yeah.
Just same thing. My dad and my mom were always musical, and it just kind of kept going.
Fell into
to-
place,
to,
yeah.
to my brother, to myself, and on to the nephews and nieces, and everyone but my children. My children don't really do a lot. They like
Aw.
video games. But yeah, just all the time in the house, there's always music playing. There's always guitars laying around, pianos, violins, anything you could imagine, just all over the house, all the time.
Either together or in pieces.
Oh boy.
A lot of time in pieces, whether it was broken or somebody was taking it apart to figure out how to do something different with it.
Yeah, it was more than just like making the music. It was more of like a weird obsession with like how like everything worked with like the instrument and all that. Like I had a few guitars I took apart and couldn't put back together myself, so they just sat in my closet for the longest time.
It's putting back together that's really the trick.
It really
isn't
was. It was
Getting it
a hard
apart's
chore.
easy.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad that you kind of just the core relation between all of you guys is that you grew up in those environments and really fostered that love for music. So we love when we have supportive parents and family members that really encourage to pursue. So love seeing
And we
that.
see that across the board in art and
Yeah.
visual art, I guess I should say, and from dance to food to video games. Making video games can be
Yes.
considered an art. So
Yeah.
so it's a universal thing about creativity, I guess. So
Definitely, I'd say.
I'm getting very noble here.
Oh.
Universal creativity.
Right off the
Like
bat.
I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's jump into our next question. So, what are some of you guys' early music or art memories? What are some early memories of music that you guys have?
Like, as in, like, what I've done with music?
You
or
could take that
just-
either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Like your own or experiencing it.
I mean, Alone, this band I created 14 years ago. So, I mean, I was, 17 when I started this whole thing. So it's been a journey going from grandma's basement to developing where we are now. So it's been a road for sure. And the people I've met along the way and past members, and, it's definitely a big thing to look at altogether. Like, we don't leave anybody out that's been with us to now, because they're all a part of this from one point or the other. So
I would say my earliest musical memory, would be when it was around when I was when I was 8 years old. I wanted to pick up the guitar, and I think I either asked my dad or my grandpa, teach me. And one of the first things I ever learned how to play on the guitar was the 007 thing, the dun 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 dun. I remember just sitting on the couch for like, I don't know, hours, just trying to get that rhythm down. And that's the oldest memory I've had.
That's cool. I definitely know the melody you're talking about.
And for me, the oldest memory I have is actually sitting in the basement of his grandfather's house. And my dad was playing Black Sabbath on a reel-to-reel
Ooh.
and trying to get me and my brother to sing along with it. And that was a fun experience.
That is. I'm very, very jealous. I'm kind of I have a record player at home and stuff, so I've always kind of wanted a reel-to-reel player. That's like
Yeah,
a bucket list thing for me.
They're an interesting contraption.
Yeah.
If you remember back for cassettes and how you had to wind those with a pencil and keep everything clean, a reel-to-reel is a lot more pain in the butt.
Yeah, he was really obsessed with those hard to work with machines. Like, he always tinkered with a lot of things. He always tried to like be creative in his own way. Like, he's like almost like pretty much like an engineer in his own right.
Right.
Like, he played guitar and all that, but like you can really tell like he was more of like a tinkerer than anything.
Backyard engineer.
Anything.
Take pistons out of hydraulic pumps and hook magnets up to them and try to make a self-sustained source of power in the living room.
Oh, goodness.
Straight up mad scientist.
Perpetual motion device.
Yes.
My grandpa was like that too. He did like small engine repair and stuff like that, I believe. He worked on refrigerators and stuff like that. But then in his free time, he would like take like things that ran off of batteries and then like hook them up so that they could be plugged into the wall instead.
Oh,
like,
goodness.
and that kind of thing. And tinkering, like you said. So
Aw, well, cute.
yeah.
So just speaking on like my little, because you mentioned the first song that you played, Sid, and I was thinking about the first song that I ever played. I am not musically inclined whatsoever, none at all. And I randomly thought in high school, I was like, oh, I'll pick up a guitar from the pawn shop and just kind of have fun and try it out. And my first song was "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And
Big baseball fan,
oh,
Shelby.
yes, I know a lot about sports.
Buy me them peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Jesus.
She doesn't care if she'll ever get back.
I won't get back. So yeah, I literally played that song and then I was like, I am not meant for this. So I turned it into an art project. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Very fitting.
Yes, made it into a sculpture and then threw it in the garbage. So
Oh,
full cycle. But yeah, so it's weird how we have these points in our life where you know what you need to do, and then knowing, like me, I don't need to do this. So I'm glad you kind of took those pivotal moments and kept going with that and kept learning and kept seeing ways that you can improve and tinker with stuff. So being fun and having experimental processes with music, I think that's important. So cool. Yay. Yes. So back to the questions. Who would you say was an influence on your music?
Well, everyone that knows me knows I'm a very influenced person by the band Shinedown. The singer Brent Smith, I absolutely am inspired by that man from head to toe. It's amazing what that guy can do. I've been following him for quite a while. And yeah, he's a big influence on my vocals. And it's funny because people that don't even know that that's my influence, they hear that in my vocals. So.
You have people coming up after shows being like, "Oh
Yeah.
man, just like Shinedown."
Yeah,
You're
and I'm
like, "Thank you."
It's an honor to hear that. It really is. So
Awesome.
So for me, it's people like if you hear me play, I guess a lot of people say like I have like influences from like Zach Wild or like the typical like 80s kind of like metal guitar player. But like I did listen to a lot of those guys and I did learn a lot of their music learning how to play guitar. But like the reason I wanted to start playing guitar, the reason I wanted to be good at playing guitar was because of my dad. My dad was everyone always went on these stories about how amazing he was as a player, how he like was just amazing as a musician in general, and like I kind of like wanted to pick up where he left off because I felt like he had to stop playing to deal with like his life, and like I kind of like felt like I wanted to carry on that legacy.
Oh.
Ooh, swiveling the mic around.
That's right. Swivel.
Yeah.
For me, it was just listening to all the old school everything. My main influence was Ozzy. Listening to Black Sabbath, and when Ozzy started doing his own thing and following that coming up, and listening to Iron Maiden do their thing, it just made me I wanted to do that. And I've tried playing guitar, I've tried singing, I've tried just about everything I can, and I kind of landed on bass. I kind of have a natural knack at that, and nobody can find a bass player, so
Oh,
I
no.
feel special. From
A
time to
valuable
time.
commodity.
So yeah, I can listen to just about everything and pick out a bass line and just love it. And like the first song I played was Iron Man, and it was kind of like his 007 thing. It's all you heard coming out of my room. The song would play, and then you'd hear me go bonk, dink, dink, zinc, gunk, clunk.
God damn it, let me start over again.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, it was been an interesting journey, and so far very enjoyable.
oh, well, good. Slapping the bass.
In the bass.
Well, the next question sort of ties into this. We talked about, influences in your music, and now we're going to talk about some of your favorite artists. Now that can be, nationally recognized artists like Ozzy and Shinedown, or it can be local stuff. So preferably both. So who are some of your favorite local and or well-known artists?
Feel free to plug them. Yes.
Yeah, this is the shout out section.
I like Saint
Oh, who said that?
A mystery ghost said that somewhere.
we've had a lot of favorite local acts we played with over the years. Day Rollers, Three Left. I mean, this whole area alone has so much talent. Like it's honestly a never-ending list. Even Would You Kindly is an absolutely great local artist, and more local talent keeps forming around here, and it's awesome because when you go play other places with these other bands, and they're like, "What, you guys are all from the same area?" Like, this is amazing how much talent comes out of Kenosha or just anywhere in the Midwest here. So, and like I said, obviously for national artists, Shinedown. I mean, I'm a big fan of Alter Bridge and Blackstone Cherry, just a lot of hard rock bands, southern rock bands. Like that's just my go-to, because I love that soulful passion in the music. So
Awesome.
Nice.
I feel like I sit in the same seat where Wayne is. Like he, I really like that southern kind of groove to things, and like I like how a lot of bands like Alter Bridge and Blackstone Cherry can like really like throw a party on stage. Like you can really feel all the energy coming from them. A lot of their like riffs and drum beats and all that are very, they make you move, bob your head and all that. As far as like heavier music goes, like I'm really into like bands like Wage War or like I guess Alter Bridge as well. They get pretty heavy. But I do like listening to a lot of like the older stuff. Like I listen to a lot of like obviously total cliche. I listen to a lot of like old like Metallica and like Megadeth and Iron Maiden and all that stuff. Black Sabbath. And as for like local, I was really digging a lot of the bands that we were playing with I guess they weren't really local here. They're from Texas.
Yes, local somewhere. But
But no, like
Cool.
the day rollers and all them, like they're amazing. So I can't wait to bet you be able to play with them and get to meet them in person.
awesome.
For me, as far as the local scene, all I can say is Kenosha, Racine, the whole area. Like Wayne and Sid have said, this area is so littered with amazing talent. You're hard pressed to throw a rock and not hit somebody in this town that has talent. And everyone is just, for the most part, wonderful people, always out to help each other, always out to have a good time. And just the whole scene is it's just awesome. Everyone likes to work together and have a good time. As far as national acts and everything, I listen to everything from Johnny Cash to Megadeth, Iron Maiden, Slipknot, Shinedown. We all
The rock
pretty much
spectrum. Yeah.
have rock spectrum,
Yes.
country spectrum.
Oh, gotcha.
Not as big on country as some people, but I can appreciate a lot of it. And Johnny Cash, who doesn't like Johnny?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
goodness.
Hard to go wrong.
Yes.
I don't know what I was going to say.
I just thought of an interesting side question to this. Maybe,
Go ahead.
who's an artist that you like that people wouldn't expect you to like? I might be putting you on the spot a little bit here. So anybody that has one,
Eminem.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
I really like John Mayer.
John Mayer.
I
Wow.
really like John Mayer and
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop it there.
Okay, gotcha. Don't spill all the secrets.
I've heard Wayne singing along to Britney Spears.
Oh, big Britney, free Britney.
She's very free right now. Loving that.
I have my times of going on to my old school pop, playlist of music. Yes, so
That's no shame in that.
if you're in a car with me and it's my turn to put the jams on, you might get that. You might get some NSYNC. It's
Literally
I'm a '90s kid, so you have to appreciate that music because if you're a musician, you have to appreciate all genres.
Oh yeah,
You can't be picky with it.
absolutely.
You got a little bit of country in your music, got a little bit of rock. You might have a little bit of pop. I mean, we actually do a cover by Maren Morris called "The Bones," which is a total pop song. I don't know if you've heard the song.
And she's kind of a country artist too, isn't she?
I believe she's got a little bit of
pop
both in it,
country
yeah.
kinda?
But
Yeah,
like we
pop.
totally took the song and made it our own as a rock version. So
Well,
and
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, you can get inspired in weird places. So love that exploration and looking in different territories. So yeah, there's no gatekeeping to music. Just listen, enjoy it.
At least there shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there shouldn't be. Yeah, there should be. But yeah, let's get everyone involved. So going back to questions, what would you say your motivation to create music stems from?
A little bit of a deeper question.
Yes,
here.
let's get deep.
What's your driving force?
for me, it's the passion. It's the stories you tell, and I've been telling stories for quite a while now. So like I said, since I was 17, and to develop to where I've gotten now, you could go back and listen to my songs from years ago, and I like to say I've improved immensely on what I've done lyrically and sonically and everything, really. And having these guys with me along for the ride, I'm sure they can say that not only for me, but for themselves. We all evolve, and we push to do better every time.
Oh, well, good. Love that.
I think for me, it's the emotional release, I guess, of it. Because for me, it's always like taking how I feel and translating that into my guitar. And if I can do that, like I can literally like get whatever emotion that's in me out of me, good or bad. And I really like that. It's very therapeutic for me, and it's almost addictive because it's just like it's not bad for you, I guess, but it's like it's
No.
very therapeutic. So it's
Yeah.
if I'm having a bad day, I'll pick up an acoustic and I'll just hit some low notes or something and just vibe, you know.
Oh, well,
So
good, good. We really like that on the podcast here, emotionally creating. We really support that and like mental health and everything. So love hearing that.
For me, I just it's more the freedom of it all. You put a guitar in your hand, get on stage, and nothing else on the planet matters at that moment.
No.
You're just there to make some nice sounds, and hopefully everybody around you enjoys it.
Yes.
Amen, brother.
That's the main thing. It's just the freedom of it all. It's just amazing, and to be around all the awesome people involved in it, and you get to meet people like Wayne, and I already knew Sid. So.
Yeah, I wasn't that excited for him.
But yeah, getting up there and just knowing that you're creating an energy and you're being creative while doing this and just getting people to move and be involved, I bet is a very exciting feeling, being up on a stage and just like, I helped create this energy and be a part of this. So
Absolutely.
really, really cool.
And to get the crowd involved and to feed off of their energy every night is amazing. Like it's a feeling you can't really describe, honestly.
Yeah. And I don't think my nerves would ever let me feel that feeling. So anxiety would say, you're not getting up on that stage. So
I had an
Go ahead.
interesting question. I'm going to go off script here.
go for it. Do it.
What aspect do you think you might like more, the performing or the like creating of the music? It may not be able to pick one over the other. I don't know, but what are your thoughts on
I'd
that?
say it goes hand in hand for sure. They both have the greatness and all of it, honestly. You're writing to go show off your passion in front of people and get their opinion on it, and I've had people come up to me and give me a hug and say, like, you don't understand how much your music means to me, and that's a very powerful thing to hear.
For sure.
So,
I'm definitely excited for the adventure of it all, where it's going to take us, where like whether it be good or bad, it's exciting. It's makes you kind of feel alive, I guess, and it's not like clocking into the same job every single day. Like
Yeah.
you might do the same things every day, but like it's somehow different, and I really like the performing aspect. That's always different. We could go to the same place that we played before, and it'd be a completely different show. And I really like that, especially like if it's a good crowd. That's always
Love
very
those.
like exhilarating and like. But the creative aspect is probably like on top for me, like being able to sit down and to just write. And that's what I really like about playing and writing music and being in a group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a thumbs up for that.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Okay,
What else
gotcha.
do you say? It's just the
Yeah.
whole thing in a bundle. It's all one thing. And
Why
it's just
separate it?
amazing. Yeah,
It's all part of the wonderful formula.
It's all really dope, and everyone should at least try it once.
Aw.
exactly.
Maybe not everyone.
Pick up
You
a
do-
guitar from a pawn shop, play one song, and then you'll kind of know.
But
So
you tried it once.
yes,
you tried it
I
once?
did, and yeah, took me a different direction. But hey,
Took her out to the ball game.
Yep. Oh gosh. Don't really want to be there. Why am I there?
That's why you threw it away.
Yes. Try to make some art out of it, and then was like, you know what? Don't really like this guitar. I'm just gonna check
Or
it.
baseball.
Yeah, or baseball. You know what? Just put the whole idea in the dumpster. So yeah. But we will get back to questions when we come back from a little break.
Surprise.
All right, we are back. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Shelby.
Oh, thank you. I needed that.
Welcome to your own podcast.
Yes, thank you. And welcome you.
Oh, I've been welcomed.
Wow.
How wonderful.
Gosh dang it.
Well, we were having a great time here chatting with Saint Tragedy
Yes.
and all that entails. And but yeah, so we got another question for you guys if you're ready. All right. If time and money were no object, what's your dream project? So,
Ooh.
take that wherever you want to take it.
Take that away.
And then you can each have individual dream projects.
And it,
Time and money.
and it can be in a world where like certain musicians are alive. Like it doesn't have to be realistic.
Now this I'm
So
not
we-
sure I agree with the way this question.
Shush.
Okay.
Shush, mister.
There's so many endless possibilities. Then if it's
Yes.
that. I mean,
I just don't want the world to limit you. So what are your dreams and aspirations?
So if I had all the time and all the money in the world, it's gonna be pretty simple. But I'd build like my dream home, I guess.
Okay.
And like, I always wanted a house. So it has to be 2 stories in the woods, but yet 30 minutes away from town.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little weird, but like
The woods, 30 minutes from town.
yes,
All right.
I'll be that one creepy house.
That's
out in the
doable.
Boonies.
Up on that hill. Don't go there.
And I always wanted to like have my house like have like the whole secret like hallways and like
Trapdoors.
shortcuts, trapdoors maybe, just in front of the front door, and I think it's probably from like spending all the time with my grandpa, but like having it be like user friendly.
Oh, okay.
So like you go in and like I always like typical guitar player, but like I want like my walls to be lined with guitars.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
But like I want it to be like almost like how like the art is here. Like all the guitars are gonna be in nice big frames, and they're probably gonna be like other artists' guitars, and they're gonna be like there's gonna be a picture of them playing like their either biggest show or something like that, with a picture of them holding that same guitar with a description of what it is. But I want everything to be hooked through a big Bluetooth system,
Now,
right?
does this run on like an Apple device? Because you said user friendly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, but I want every guitar or bass or any instrument I have on the wall like to have a Bluetooth receiver already wired into it. So all you got to do is pick it up and play it. And no matter where you are, you can just pick it up and just walk around it. You can hear it around everywhere you go. But the main reason I want like all these different guitars and stuff over there, because I feel like they're really good talking pieces. Someone's going to come in and be like, oh, I know this guitar. And like, I'll get like Machine Gun Kelly's guitar because a lot of people don't really like him.
Yeah.
And like, like people are like, oh, you like him? Like, no, but like it has you talking, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is like, now we're sitting here talking.
But I got his guitar.
Controversy.
Yeah, I got his guitar.
Controversial guitars. There
Right,
we go.
exactly. Yeah. So it's a place to call home and escape the world. That's what I'd spend all
be
my time and money on.
by
You can
music.
tell he thought this out way
Yeah.
before this.
Oh,
Yeah.
question.
that's as long
You don't
as-
just think of that.
He's got
Had
notes.
that.
I mean, look at
It's gonna
that.
happen. It's gonna happen.
I don't have a story like that at all. I kind of want to go to your house now.
Hey, everyone's welcome once it's built in this dream world.
I just want to keep it simple. Say I just want to travel the world and just be that touring band that gets to go see everything and play with your favorite bands and just live life the way you've always wanted it to be. For us, it's playing music. I mean, I'd say, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Any dream venues?
Dream venue.
The Coliseum in
Madison
Rome.
Square Garden.
Madison
That
Square
would be
Garden
epic. Yes,
was probably
absolutely.
a top one for me.
Yeah, for sure.
From atop the Great Wall of China.
Oh gosh.
Wow. We could shoot a video from there.
Music video on the Great Wall of China.
On the
You
head of
see-
the
You
Sphinx.
just see the camera zoom in all the way to it. Like,
The only music video you can see from space.
Oh my goodness.
that'd be something. Yeah. Go play on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
cool,
moon
right?
would be cool. I've heard the whole Great Wall of China is the only visible thing from space. I heard that's bogus. That's like,
Yeah,
not-
I heard
Yeah.
that too. I thought
But
it
in
was
this
funny.
reality, it's
Yes.
true.
Go.
that's my dream project.
Yeah.
Make
What
it
about, what
visible.
about your dream project, Derek?
I'm gonna go hang out at Sid's house.
Okay.
So we've all made it a plan to go to Sid's house, I guess.
It's gonna be a party at Sid's house.
He announced what the dream is for all of us.
Okay. Gotcha.
So there you go. All the time and money in the world is going to Sid's house.
Nice.
True home of music.
I'll take everyone's time and money to make it happen.
We're just gonna go tour, and when we're not touring, we'll be at Sid's house talking about his guitars and
Yeah.
watching movies on his big projection screen.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like a really nice life, honestly.
Yeah.
And you guys are more than welcome to join us.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha. Definitely.
Didn't want to invite myself, but don't mind if I do.
Oh, it's this house.
He's
Okay.
no-
There's
Don't
no
go to
going
the-
back now.
He's like, don't go to the front door, it's the trap door.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you told me,
Go
so
through,
I know.
go through the garage.
Go through the garage. And it is the directions to get to it are 30 minutes from a city.
Yeah. In the woods.
Good luck.
Yes.
You just hear this yell, where am I?
It's gonna be a blast. You guys are gonna love
You
it.
just turn into an 8-bit character.
Yeah. You're here. You have arrived. All right, ringing it back in. But so what would be the funniest story or comment that you've had on your long list of performances? What would you say something that stood out to you?
Like actually performing or like what happened at a venue or like to
Whatever funny
Any funny stories or
stories.
comments?
Yeah,
from
that you
people?
could share with us.
Well, I know Eric would go off the story of us playing in Ringle when I went to the bathroom and somebody followed me in there and they wanted me to sign their arm.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
And I walk out and I said, this guy wanted me to sign his arm, and he's laughing at me and goes, what is this, third arm?
Sure, it was an arm. I still to this day don't believe it was an arm.
So yes, that's been the running joke for a very long time. For
I
that.
never saw a person walking around with Wayne's autograph on their arm. I'm just kidding.
And after that, I don't try to sign people's arm in the bathroom anymore.
Okay, that's a good rule.
Maybe a
Good
better location to do that.
Yeah. Let's step outside the bathroom.
Let me
Let's
do
go
my
talk out
business in here first, and then yes.
So this was like a while ago, like probably almost 10 years ago. We played a show, some random bar in Milwaukee, and I see this thing like where I like would fist bump people and stuff and play like while I'm playing, and like it was a pretty cool show. Like we had a really good crowd, a lot of sweaty drunk people,
Woohoo.
and I remember after our set, we took everything down, and I was finally able to like just just walk around and just chill, get a drink. And this guy comes up out of nowhere and like gives me a hug.
Oh.
And this is one of those sweaty drunk people, and like he's
yanking you around.
It
like,
was
oh.
like
A sweaty drunk hug.
like I had been out to war, and this is the first time he's seen me in
my
a long
goodness.
time. And he's like, "I love you, man. I love you so
You're
much.
alive.
Thank you so much, man." Like he's like, "You were like I'm so happy I came out tonight." And like it wasn't so much weird. I guess it was kind of weird, but it's also cool in a way. But
Yeah.
like that's probably the weirdest experience I've had. Well,
The level intensity was kind of
I've had another crazy experience where like a woman like laid her like breast like on my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
like
alright.
like asked me to sign it and stuff, and like and I just didn't even look at it.
You're
I
just
was
like-
just like, no. The drummer signed it though.
Oh,
Caesar signed
gotcha.
And to think these aren't the last times these stories are going to happen
No.
down the road.
Oh, no.
I'm sure
No,
it's going to happen again.
Hopefully not the second story I said, but like
No.
Like, you're going to get those sweaty drunk people just like, I love you, man.
Yeah, it's
And you're like,
that's
oh, you're
probably
sweatier than the last guy.
Did you just fall in a pool, dude? You're just,
well, like our last show,
What?
actually, we were playing and it was very hot there
Okay.
also. But no one came and hugged me or anything. So
It was definitely one of the warmest stages we've played because you walked in
Yeah.
the room and you could already tell it was humid as ever. You're like, oh, this is going to
But-
be a hot one.
oh no.
this guy was like trying to have a conversation with me while I was performing the whole time.
Hey, what you doing later, man? You want to go get some food?
talking to me.
Like
Yeah.
he was right there. Like I was here and like he was like on the stage. Like every time there was silence, like I heard him like try to say something. I was like, yeah, man, yeah.
I like your shirt.
I'm going to go play the
He
song
said
real
that.
quick.
Yeah,
I'll
he
give it-
did say that.
Totally not prepping for this next song that I gotta
Yeah, right.
do.
And sometimes people are like that. They're so involved with you that you're interacting with them, so they think like you're gonna have a conversation with them while you're on stage. And you're like, I'm interacting with everybody, so you all can feel a part of it, but I can't have a one-on-one conversation with you right now. Now's not the time for that, unfortunately.
Stop your performance. I need to ask you, what is your favorite color? It's just a me question. So
Meet me at the merch table, and I'll let you know
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
You go buy a T-shirt, and I'll tell you.
Luckily, as podcasters, we don't have people coming up to us in the middle of a podcast. Although the door has opened a few times
Yeah.
in some of our early recordings, and we've had to deal with. We've gotten a phone call one time. The phone rang here in the studio when we were recording. So I bet that's about the closest we get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're pretty, podcasting's boring, but we're
Well,
making it fun.
Maybe someday somebody will come up to me and like reference something that we said on.
I did. I had someone
Yeah?
come up to me and just be like, "Oh, you're that art podcast person." I'm like, "Yeah, that's
Oh wow! We're only 20 episodes in, so
I know.
22, I believe this is. But
yeah."
very nice.
One time.
I've had people that I know that have listened, like Jill. She was
Oh, yeah, she
telling
always-
me about it. Shout out to Jill if you're listening.
Love you.
Hey, Jill. You could
Past guest.
always make it more interesting and like have everyone do a shot for every time someone has a swear word, and you put the quack across it. So then the stories get even more unraveling because now we're all like, yeah.
Next thing you know, there's more shots happening too.
Yeah.
We'll be quacking up a storm.
Yeah. So that would make it more entertaining for you. Then you could say, no, it's not boring. It's exciting every time. We're still hungover from the last episode.
I think you guys need to start a podcast. We'll come
Yes.
on and do
we go.
swear word shots.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I think we should honestly do something
be
like
fun.
that. That'd be really cool.
That would be fun.
He's waiting for us to finish that bottle of Jack. So we might have to bring you guys on for that.
Ooh.
There we go. We'll set up a few microphones.
We just invited ourselves again.
Yeah, oops.
We'll record it at the house, at the
Yeah,
music
it's-
house.
There we go.
We are
I'll have it
Saint
set up.
Tragedy.
I have all the money in the world, so I can have a nice setup.
Exactly.
In the
Nice.
basement.
There you go. Look, we're
Nice.
Saint Tragedy. We have the ArtSpace on right now. How you guys doing today?
Love that.
Eric's lost in one of the many secret hallways in Sid's house.
Yeah.
And you know that I'd be the type of person that just swears immediately, so I take a shot
we go.
immediately.
Shelby's always the one we have to censor.
We'll be like, that's Jake coming in right now. He fell through the trap door.
Oh no.
It's a good thing we have it in the basement. He'll be here momentarily.
He's met all of our new friends down there in the dungeon.
Oh Lord.
Oh crap! I forgot to let them out.
It's the guy that talked at the show. What are you doing down here?
I like your
Oh,
shirt.
thank you. It's a great shirt.
Hey, while you're in the basement, can you stop by the freezer and get another case?
Yeah.
Because we're out of Jack now.
Oh,
Oh,
Shelby's up here swearing up a storm.
quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, love that. So, bringing it in to a more serious note. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
What are some of your thoughts about the local music/art community? And do you think there's anything we need to improve on? Anything you want to highlight? So yeah, art
And
community.
it doesn't have to be a serious. It could be, happy
Oh yeah.
or serious.
I mean, I do like that there's more art galleries and stuff going on around the area. I feel like we need, for music-wise, for sure, it would be nice to get some more venues and stuff around the area because I feel like we've had them in the past and we've kind of lost them. And there's some that are still striving to keep going. But the fact that we have such a great local scene, we need more local venues to broaden that scene and keep it alive
Absolutely.
because you got so many people that stick to this area. They don't want to branch out to see you in further places. They're like, yeah, when you come to town again, we'd love to see you, but
Where are we gonna play?
where are you going to play? You play the same couple places over and over and over again. It's just like, well, when you try to get there maybe once a year, twice a year, but they want to see you there every month, and you're like, well, I can't keep doing that,
Right.
But other than that, I mean, like I said, yeah, the local scene's great. It's just I would like to have more music area for people to play because right now we have the Brat Stop, but even then, they're not doing a whole lot there musically either.
And that's not even like in Kenosha technically. That's out by the highway.
Right.
And like a lot of like the really cool shows that I've either played at or have been to myself, like have always been downtown, like in this area. Like a lot of people live here. A lot of people who go to shows are in this area. They can just walk to the venue probably. And,
Shout out to 58 Below. They're a great striving venue, staying alive.
and that's how like those venues will always be packed, regardless if they even know the band there or not. A lot of people just love seeing live music in general. They don't really care like who's even playing that day. So it would be nice to see a lot more venues open up and have a lot more freedom to just go and be like, hey, we're gonna go play a show here today, and just be like, oh, you guys can all see us, because like I feel like, oh yeah, a lot of people that like the band are from Kenosha also, and we're always going like hours into Illinois or up north, and they can't see us. And what I do like about the community when it comes to like the art and music is that it's proven itself very resilient with like especially like with the pandemic and all that. Like that kind of shut a lot of stuff down, and it kind of seems like ever since everything started opening up again, everyone's like there's just people coming out of like the woodwork with like music and all this stuff. Like they've been waiting for it to happen, and it's nice to know that they kept doing that when they weren't able to like express it publicly.
Yeah.
And so like everyone's been practicing a lot.
Yeah.
I've been sitting at home practicing how I'm going to treat other people around me. But yeah, I can't think of a lot to pretty much improve on or change.
Okay.
Yeah, the more venues would be nice. But mainly it's, if you're at home with your significant other, and there's always something going on in Kenosha.
Yeah.
Oh
Get
yeah.
off the couch, come out, say hi, see some art, hang out with some good people, listen to some great music. Just, there's so much to do in this town. Get out, enjoy it. Takes 5 minutes to get up, get ready, go out the door, and
Just go look
have
at the lake.
hours of fun. Yeah,
You'll find
sit at
something.
the lake. Just sitting at the lake for an hour or two is just amazing. and then you can hear anything going on in this town around that lake.
Yeah, it carries. The sound carries. Follow the music.
Yes. But yeah, we always got something going on, and if someone says that they're bored, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
they just got their head stuck in the sand. They
yeah,
don't know what they're
you are
talking about.
clearly ignoring the million events that are going on this weekend.
Well, and
So,
even for downtown, we got a lot of great bars and stuff, you
Yeah.
can go meet people at, but like also you could even set up in these bigger bars, little spots for bands to set up acoustically and just to let people that go to these bars alone that don't get out to hear your music for who you are by doing stuff like that. So even something like that would be cool for them to do,
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't take much to set up a couple speakers in there,
Right.
a little monitor, and you run your PA for acoustic act to play,
Get an intimate little show going.
I did like what they did. I think like a month or two ago, like where they kind of shut down a whole road, and like that's where like the venue was. There was like a stage in the middle of the road. It was kind of over there by Tavern on 6 or something like that. It's like a block away, and like that was just a whole street. That was just
Oh, yeah. I think that was at America's Rock and Roll Circus. Was that
Something like
event?
that,
I
yeah.
think I remember seeing that.
I thought that was really cool. That they just like
like a block party.
yep, exactly. That's all. Those are always really dope. I like that. Playing in the middle of town.
nice. Alrighty, so you know what you need to do, community. Make more venues.
Yeah, and maybe like for the regular people that aren't about to just open a venue or something, just going to the shows, supporting these bands, and making your voice heard that you want to see them play shows here will encourage those that maybe have the ability to do a venue or something like that to get the ball rolling on that.
Absolutely. And I mean, even when we're not playing a show ourselves, I'll still go out and support other local music at venues and whatever. And I'll have people come up to me that think I'm performing, like, "Oh, you playing tonight?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just here to check out the music, man." Like, "Oh, well, that's so cool that you're here doing that." I'm like, well, why wouldn't I? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the local scene around here is amazing.
Yeah.
Like if you're just there to play your show and leave and not support others, I mean, what are you really doing,
Yes. Yes. Love that. Support local artists.
A rising tide lifts all ships.
As
That's
Jake
one of my catchphrases.
And you form a bond with other musicians and bands and connections, and that's why so many people around this area know me, for one, because I'm always out there. I'm always with people. I'm always supporting them, and they give back. When they can come out to a show of ours, they're there.
Absolutely.
Love that. Connection over music and just, yeah, coming together.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Community.
Community.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to. Where can people find you? Like socials or anything coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah, this episode will be coming out, I want to say mid-September or so. So
We'll cut this part out.
Oh, we don't have to.
Okay, sure. We'll discuss the
The people at home know when it came out.
Well, you can find
goodness,
us on
yeah.
our Facebook page. Just search Saint Tragedy, SAINT Tragedy, and Instagram, Twitter. We got our website, sainttragedy.com. We always try to stay up to date on that, keeping our shows on there. Right now, we're in a contest for to play Willow Rock Fest on our local stage, which is on September 24th. So we're hoping to get on that and see everybody out there. It's going to be their 30th birthday party, basically, their 30th year on the air, which was actually September 1st. They celebrated their 30th birthday, which is cool. And yeah, we're going to be going on tour this November down south with Smile Empty Soul. So that'll be, I think, a 13-date run we're doing. So we'll be going down into Arkansas, Louisiana. We got a few dates in Florida. Cool. So it's gonna be awesome, because I, for one, have never been to Florida, and I've always wanted to go there. So it's awesome that we get to go play a few shows out there for sure. So it's gonna be a fun experience.
Very nice.
Nice.
We also have a party on Pavement coming up.
Gotcha.
You want to tell them about that?
That'll be September 17th. That's another block party deal going on. I think it's like 10 blocks. Goes for like all down Racine. They got this big party going on, so there'll be bands playing out there. We're actually going to be a vendor at that, so we'll be selling merch. We'll be hanging out, playing acoustic there. Everyone that walks by, so that'll lure them in to want to buy merch by us playing there. So it'll be kind of cool. It's a different concept, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, people just come and just hang out, just vibe with us.
And if this episode comes out a week after that, then look forward to next year.
Hopefully we seen you out there.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a great time.
It was all fun. And you can always find us wherever you get your podcasts: Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and our very own gosh dang YouTube channel. So check us out, ArtSpace Podcast. Same with socials. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, the ArtSpace Pod. So check us out. Leave us a review. Subscribe, like, whatever you're doing on that platform. So.
Participate.
Yes, engage with us. Say hi.
There it is.
Let us know what we're doing. And we're gonna play off with a song by the Saint Tragedy themselves.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully the recording goes well.
Yes.
And
You can also find the song we're going to play right now. It's our brand new single. It's out right now. We got a new video for it on our YouTube page. Please go subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, it's called Drive You to the Moon. So
Here it is.
enjoy.
Woohoo.
just want to put it in drive. When you're all alone and you feel like your back's against the wall, and it's hard to tell when you go through hell how to get back on the road. So I say, you can get through this. Don't wait too long to make your move. I swear you're wrong for blaming you. And times we crumble, but we won't fall. I might see double, but it's the alcohol that'll drive you to the moon. Drive you to the moon. So you need assurance that the devil won't take you in, that all your problems were just better safe with him. So I say, you can get through this. Don't wait too long to make your move. I swear you're wrong for blaming you. And times we crumble, but we won't fall. I might see double, but it's the alcohol that'll drive you to the moon. Don't wait too long to make your move, 'cause I swear you're wrong, you're wrong. Don't wait too long to make your move, 'cause I swear you're wrong for blaming you. And times we crumble, but we won't fall. I might see double, but it's the alcohol that'll drive you to the moon. Drive you to the moon.
Out of 10.